and I'm joined with fabulous team members from around the Wellington, Taranaki and Bay of Plenty regions. I'd love to hear from you guys. You can come off mute or use the chat box. What's brought you along tonight? What do you want to get from this time with us here? Why are you here? Love to hear. You can pop in the chat box where you're from. There's lots of familiar faces I can see, and a few familiar names, which is awesome. Share with us in the chat. Why have you come along tonight? What do you want to get from this time?
Oh, hello, it's Donna here.
Hi, Donna.
Hello. I'm still getting used to the Zoom thing. I can't find the camera, but that's probably a good thing.
Welcome.
I've just had my Thermomix since the weekend, and I just noticed you were having the Zoom tonight, so I thought I'll just get on and have a look. But I'm actually really enjoying it, but it's very new, of course.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, congrats on a new Thermomix. It's very exciting.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll get some inspiration and some ideas from the team tonight. So
yeah, quite a nice way to start with cocktails, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, kind of after a bit of class, I reckon. Anybody else want to share what you're wanting to get out of tonight? Why you've popped along? Pop it in the chat box.
I just bought a Thermomix, but I haven't even gotten it out of the box yet. I'm just here to kind of eavesdrop and see what the little things that you put on are about and things like that.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing, Luann.
Yeah.
Luann, am I saying that right? Luann? Yeah. Awesome. Great to have you along. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got somebody in Wellington Charmaine loves cocktails. The pina colada is my favorite. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Cynthia saying they're too easy to make in a Thermomix. They absolutely are. Well, we're here and we're hoping that you'll leave tonight feeling a little bit inspired and just some new ideas around cocktail making and just how simple and how easy it is. So we are going to be quite a fast-paced class this evening. Typically we're cooking recipes and we're showcasing lots of functions and modes. Tonight is really just all about the cocktail, so there'll be a lot of blending and mixing, a little bit of straining, things like that, but we're going to whiz around the team's kitchens. I'm going to jump on and do a bit of a screen share to show you how you can get the most from your cookie dough if you're wanting new ideas and inspiration for not only the cocktails but other recipes as well, and I'll share with you some upcoming events that are coming up that you might like to jump on as well. So it's an interactive time. If you've got questions, please just ask in the chat box, otherwise keep yourself on mute so that the team are able to present and we'll get into it. So it's great to have you all here. Okay, we're just going to move on over to Kathy's kitchen. Oh, let somebody in first and spotlight you so you're nice and big. If you're on a camera, on a phone, sorry, you may need to scroll across or go into the gallery view so that you can see Kathy nice and big. I'll just spotlight you there, Kathy. There you are.
Hello, hi everybody. Well, I love a cocktail and me and my friends had quite a few cocktail nights and there are some really delicious, really easy ones to make on cookie dough, which I just love. Tonight, the first one I'm making, because I'm making two, yay for Monday nights, I'm making a mixed berry cocktail, which is literally about 4 or 5 ingredients. It's super quick and super easy. So let's get started. So it's just 60 grams of sugar, but I am reducing this today because it makes 6. Don't really need 6 cocktails, so I'm just going to make it for 2. So I've just adjusted it myself. I can't scale this one down, so I'm just going to do it myself. So it's just 10 grams of sugar. And then we're just going to put the lid on and we're just going to mill that for 15 seconds. There we go. That's all milled up, nice and powdery. now we're just going to pop in the frozen berries. So you can use any berries you like, which I love about this. It's just whatever you got in the freezer. Makes it super easy. Some lemon juice. And it's going to be about 10 grams of sparkling wine for this one, not quite 50. And then I'm going to chuck that one on. It's going to be loud for 1:30. So I'm going to go on mute. And I think you're going to be popping over to see somebody else make a cocktail. You can come back to see me strain it. So here we go.
Thanks, Kathy. The sound will block out, so hopefully you won't hear it as it's chopping all that fruit through. So we're going to whiz on over to Diane's kitchen. So I'm going to replace the spotlight there. Hi, Diane.
Hi there. So I'm in Manaia in South Taranaki, and yeah, tonight I'm going to be making a pina colada. And I'm a bit odd because I'm not really a cocktail person, but I have made this at demos, and I know it's really popular. So here we go. So it's asking for some ice cubes. So I've got 500 grams of ice cubes in the little mini thermomix here. And next, some fresh pineapple. There's 500 grams of pineapple in this one. Oops. And some caster sugar. So it says 100 to 150, and I've actually got the higher amount of sugar, mainly because the recipe uses Malibu, which is a coconut rum, and it's actually a bit sweeter. And so I'm just using Bacardi or plain white rum. So I've put a bit of extra sugar in. Are they up to the 150, not the 100? Then the lid goes on. And it starts off at speed 5 and gradually up to speed 10. It's sort of like when you're pureeing a soup. So I'm going to go for 2 minutes, starting at speed 5 and then heading up to speed 10. So I think you'll be going to someone else. I'm not sure.
We'll leave you to mix that through, Diane. I'll just whiz on back over to Kathy.
Hello, perfect timing. It's literally just finished. How's that for time? In 1:30. Good job, Diane. So now that's all mixed up. I'm just going to scrape down the sides on this one. Another good tip when you're making cocktails, if it requires the sugar syrup, is you make that first right before you start anything else, and then you've got it going ready for the night for all your cocktail needs. And I'm just going to add the rest of the sparkling wine. I'm going to pop the lid back on. And we're just going to mix for 15 seconds, just on speed 2.
Fantastic. Thanks, Kathy. So, Kathy, you mentioned that you like making cocktails. What would some of your favourite go-to cocktails be?
I love the a margarita. Margaritas are really delicious. And there's quite a few different versions on here. There's a frozen margarita, which is quite slushy based, which is quite nice. As well as there's your classic margarita. There's also a citrus one. If you really like citrus, then that's really delicious as well. Yeah, so there's quite a few different ones on there.
I think Jess is doing a citrus one for us tonight.
Oh yeah, so then we're going to strain it through. So I'm going to actually just do it straight into a bowl because it's quite tricky to do through the glass when you're doing it over the top. So I just do it straight in through a bowl, which makes it a lot easier. All those bits out. As long as you've got a little spout on your bowl, it just makes it a little bit easier. Just so you don't get all those berry pips and seeds. You don't really want to be drinking all that when you're enjoying a delicious cocktail.
I imagine as the night goes on, having a bigger sieve in a bowl would be a lot more accurate too.
Yes, absolutely.
A little sieve.
Yeah.
Oh, delish.
No.
How
Nice
easy.
fruity wine, which is really delicious. There we go. Cheers.
Cheers, Kathy. Oh, do another cheers. I'll take a quick photo. We'll get a little snap of you with your drink, because goodness me, that looks absolutely delish. Yeah, got it.
It smells so good. Smells so good. I'm sure hubby will love to have one of those. So
You can quiz one out to him between recipes. Kathy's going to be doing a second cocktail with us tonight, so you can whiz one.
I might go a little bit pink by the end of the night if I start drinking these now.
Yes, absolutely. Well done. Thanks, Kathy. Top job. We're going to whiz on back over to Diane's kitchen now. I think her ice is probably just about ready to go. How are you going, Diane? Have you got much longer?
Good. No, all done. Come up. I'll just show you in the bowl here. I don't know if you can see all that, but it looks lovely and creamy. It's pretty yum, doesn't it? So into that now, we're just going to add some coconut milk. So I've just got some coconut milk going in. And now the rum. So as I said, I'm using Bacardi, not the Malibu that the recipe suggests. So see how good I am. I didn't weigh this one out. So
yeah, it's good that it's in the recipe tips as well, isn't it? If you don't have the Malibu.
Yeah, to use. And the only reason I've got Bacardi is because I made the mojito cheesecake and that has Bacardi in it. So and that's just 5 seconds on speed 3 just to mix that up.
Fantastic. And one of the other things
they say this is a good top cocktail to have by the pool when you're sitting by the pool. By the pool.
It's a good summer one, isn't it?
And I've got my glasses here, so I've just rimmed them with a bit of coconut. And if you haven't done so, the bottom of your thermoserver, these are from the mini ones, but are really good for rolling even like coconut on rum balls or things like that, or truffles. So I've got a bit of coconut on the bottom there, and I've put that around the rims of my glasses.
And what did you use to rim it? Did you just use water? Or
I just used a bit of water, yeah. Yep. And I haven't got hurricane glasses, which apparently is what you serve pina coladas in, but these look pretty good. So I'm just going to pour that in there.
And I don't know about you, Diane, but anytime I have a pina colada, I always have to sing the song.
If you like pina colada, that one. Oops, got me off balance there.
Anybody else? Who else is always singing that song when they have a pina colada? Jess is giggling. She knows.
There you go. Look at those.
Oh, fantastic.
And how quick was that? I mean, that's the beauty too of using your Thermomix, isn't it? Because it crushes that ice and it chops up the veg, the fruit, blends it all, and just shakes it all up for you in just seconds. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, top job. Thank you. Cheers to you, Diane. Enjoy that.
Cheers to everybody. Yeah, sorry you can't taste it. I've got a whole bowl full yet to get through, so it could be a good night.
Yeah, go you. And I put those recipe links in the chat box. So if you're joining us tonight, do jump into the chat box and find it. You can click onto those links. It'll take you directly to the recipe there. So we're going to whiz on over to Jess's kitchen. Hi, Jess.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Lee, remind me, which one am I making first tonight, cocktail-wise?
Up to you. Which would you like to do? Either.
Okay, I might make the mocktail first. So I've got a beautiful apple, strawberry and ginger mocktail tonight. So it's really nice to see everybody. And it's really nice to be making a nice fun, or having a nice fun class when the weather's getting a bit pants outside. I hope everyone who's joining from up north is staying safe and warm and dry. So yeah, my first cocktail I'm going to make tonight is called apple, strawberry, ginger cocktail. And what I really liked when I saw this one is it's actually got a bit of ginger powder in it, which of course I went to the supermarket and I forgot to buy. So I've just got a little bit of crushed ginger. We'll give that a go. But it's a really simple, easy cocktail to make at home. And I'm just going to make half of it tonight. But yeah, it's really fresh and delicious. So I'm going to add in a little bit of apple juice. So this recipe is actually for 6, but I'm just going to halve it. So I'm just adding in half the apple juice. I'm going to pop in some frozen strawberries. Now, if anyone's got any of these or hasn't got these yet from the mix shop, this is one of my favorite things. I went strawberry picking in January and the strawberries keep so well in the freezer in these little bags. So I'm going to pop a couple of those in. It says 70 grams for the recipe for 6. So I'm just going to pop in, well, I've got 50 grams, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Half of that. Then we're going to add in some lemon, and I've just got some juice that I'm just going to strain in here. So I'm going to use the lemon for the next recipe. And then some ground ginger. So this is where I fell down tonight. So I've actually just chopped up a little bit of ginger first of all, just some raw ginger, and I'm just going to use a tiny little bit in here just to give it a bit of a taste. Then I'm going to pop the lid on, and it's going to get a little bit loud because I've got those frozen strawberries. So only for 30 seconds, but Lee, will you jump somewhere else and I'll go on mute?
Yeah, sounds
Okay,
good.
going to a speed of 10. Here we go. See you in a tick.
See you shortly. We'll whiz on over to Joan's kitchen. Hi, Joan.
Evening, everybody. I'm in a lower hut where it's not too windy yet. I hope everybody's safe and well that's up north. And I'm going to be doing a tropical mocktail. It is tropical cocktail, but I'm not going to be putting the banana liqueur in it. So it's very simple. I haven't made it before, but Thermomix makes things so easy. So we'll start. So I've got 2 passion fruit or 40 grams of passion fruit pulp tinned, which I've got tinned passion fruit. 1 ripe mango, approximately 240 grams. 100 grams of tinned pineapple slices. It's about 3. And 200 grams of orange juice. Now this is when you'd put your banana liqueur in, but I'm not going to do it. I'm making it as a mocktail, so my son and I can drink it later. Now, right? Yeah, it's all right. Put the lid on.
I was watching anxiously then, Joan, that you didn't have your measuring cup in yet. I thought, oh gosh, who's done that? I did it with pumpkin soup once, never again.
This is funny because I thought it might have the ice in here. So no, it doesn't. They must have the ice later. Well, I've got to do this 1 minute, speed 10. So it probably will make a bit of a noise. You want me to mute it, Lee?
Yep, can you just tap the mute on the bottom there and we'll whiz back over to Jess's kitchen. So that speed 10 is the fastest and highest speed. You've got the double blades there. Oh, where are we? Just come back onto the screen. And the double blades there, and so that the top speed that Joan's now using is 10,700 revolutions a minute. So even things like crushed ice and, you know, all those hard frozen berries, things like that, are no match for the Thermomix, as many of you all know, being owners on tonight. And if you haven't got it out of the box yet, you might be inspired to start with a beautiful, delicious cocktail. Over to you, Jess. How are you going there?
Oh, that's perfect timing, Lee. I've actually I've finished my little mocktail, so I've just got a nice plain small glass here. I've popped a little bit of extra ice in, and I'm just going to pour this over the top. This smells just beautiful. So you can see everything's beautifully blended. So you got that lovely fresh apple and strawberry smell. It's just delicious, and with the ginger, it's going to be great. It does say to put a little bit of cocoa powder on top. But I think I might try it first with, and then I'll pop cocoa powder if I need to.
I saw that in the recipe. I was really intrigued. I've never had something fruity with a bit of cocoa powder.
I know. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll let you know.
Yeah, you're not sounding too convinced, Jess.
I'm not that convinced, just quietly. But I just think it looks so pretty, and I'd be really stoked to be served something like that, especially because I don't really drink. And this, I got a message just before. From one of my coaches, and they said, is it challenge approved? And I think this one will be, because I'm doing a F45 challenge at the moment. I can't drink alcohol, but I can drink this one, and it's beautiful.
Delish. If you were to put a liquor of choice into that, what would you go for, do you think?
I'm either probably a bit of vodka, so just a bit of a white spirit probably, or even a little bit of gin might be quite nice. Yeah, or even bubbles actually would be probably quite nice and refreshing as well. So many options.
So many options. Love it. Thanks,
Amazing.
Jed.
That's all right.
Was on back to Joan's kitchen. Kathy's saying maybe some rum. Yeah, white rum would be nice. Over to you, Joan.
Hi, I'm back again. So it's done. It's mixed it all. Now I'm going to put the ice on. So tear it back to 0, and we're going to have 100 grams of ice cubes. My dog backs, sorry. She loves it when I put it on. She'll bark. So insert the measuring cup, and this is going to, no, Dizzy, it's all right. 4 seconds on speed 5. So I'm going to mute it because the dog will bark.
No worries. While you're muted there, I did notice that Joan had her ice in one of the little mini thermo servers, which are just perfect, especially in that hot summer sun. We haven't got too much of that happening around the country at the moment, but in summertime, if you've got ice, thermo servers are fabulous because you can keep things in there nice and cold, and you know, almost frozen for up to a good sort of 30 to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. So they're fabulous for that. Quite often put dips and cool things in there, or your ice cubes for your cocktails. And I think the ice wouldn't have gone in initially just to give all that fruit the chance to blitz up as well.
Here we are back again. It's blitzed it up. So
You've got some beautiful glasses there, Joan.
I had a father-in-law that was an importer of fine china and crystal. So I have crystal to burn.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
But I don't like hand washing it. So, and then just put on a little.
Oh, that looks fine.
All the best. So I'll have a wee sip.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
It is very nice. Yep, that's my sort of drink.
Yeah, how refreshing. I think that'd be nice all year round, wouldn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah. Better than a smoothie.
Yeah, we were having a Google.
I suppose it is a smoothie. Very nice.
If you had that banana liqueur in there, it would be so tropical and delicious too. But yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, make
You
it
could possibly do it with a bit of sparkling wine as well. Be quite nice. Yeah, but I thought, no, during the week I'll just have non-alcohol.
good on you. Thanks, Joan. It's awesome. Right, we're going to whiz on back to Kathy's kitchen for round 2. You ready, Kathy?
Yeah, I'm ready for round 2. Hubby's already got his one. He's almost finished it. I'm getting through my one. Otherwise, I'll be here all night if I don't start drinking them now. Okay, this time I'm making Cosmopolitan, which is also very delicious. Super quick. Only has, again, like 5 ingredients, which makes it super easy because it's just a bit of your vodka, or Contro, which you can actually have triple sec. It gives you the option, which I quite like. If you don't have one, you only have the other. It's quite handy to have that. Okay. So we're going to put in the butterflies. And we're going to add in some vodka. Let's see. Okay, so this is for 4, so I'm going to divide it in half because I don't need 4 drinks.
Not on a Monday night.
No. And I've got Contro tonight. I do have triple sec in the cupboard, but this was the one I grabbed first. So, but I think it'd be quite nice with either or, especially if you don't really like the orange and you prefer the triple sec. 60 grams of Contro. And then we're going to put in some cranberry juice. Which isn't very cold. I didn't have it in the fridge, but not for very long. It does also say to chill the glasses, but I didn't have space in my fridge for that this time either. So it has ice going in. So.
And the scales are doing all the work for you there, aren't they?
So much easier. So I don't have to weigh them anywhere else.
And as the night goes on, when I have a cocktail night with my girlfriends, I start off to the gram, and then
Yeah.
as it proceeds, yeah, but it's
Fine
philosopher.
today.
Yeah.
That's
The-
okay.
thinking about
Alright.
Lucy.
Yeah.
And then you get down to the dregs of whatever's left laying around the kitchen bench, and you start creating your own cocktails, which is fabulous. A bit of this, a bit of that, but it's
Yeah, absolutely. You just use what you got.
yeah, that's
So
it.
lime juice.
But it's fabulous that you can have that precision measurement.
Yes.
You don't need
Yeah,
to
but also you have that flexibility of it too.
making cocktails without a Thermomix. You have to think a little bit more about, pouring out your measures and a lot more life admin than just going on with your scales.
So we've got some ice as well. I won't be crushing the ice because it's got the butterfly whisk in it. It's quite handy. Another one. And now it's just going to mix for 10 seconds on speed 2.
Fantastic. We're starting to cool through. That's the great thing about that butterfly whisk. It has lots of uses. So not only can it, help to mix through all your ingredients for a cocktail, but really great for aerating all your recipes as well. That was speedy. How many seconds was that, Kathy?
I think it was only like 10 seconds.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. There you can actually see it hiding in there. So now I'm going to remove the butterfly whisk. We're going to go through a strainer. So I've just got this little one, which is quite handy because it fits on top. It's just to stop the ice going in.
A little top tip with your butterfly whisk there, folks. Just think like Beyonce and to the left, to the left. So you want to put it to the left of the high blade. So when it's in there mixing around in your bowl, it just kind of sits in there nice and snug as it's turning through as well. And never above speed 4. Your guided recipes will tell you, but if you're manually using it, just to be sure. Low and slow. Another fabulous colour.
Yeah, I love the cranberry juice too. It's such a nice flavour. Obviously don't have the standard cocktail glass, but this will do. Use what you got.
I think I'd drink that out of a mug even. I wouldn't be too worried.
Right. And then we're just going to serve it with a little bit of an orange peel in it too. There we go.
Gorgeous. Love it.
It smells really nice too.
Love a good Cosmo. Love that orange.
A little bit on the stronger side compared to the berry mixed berry cocktail, but then you've got more alcohol in this one with the vodka and the contra.
It's a wise move doing that 1 second, probably.
Yeah, and I can just top it up with some more cranberry juice because I have spare. So
Yeah, top job. Well done. Thanks, Kathy. That's awesome.
welcome.
We're going to whiz on back over to Jess now. How you doing?
Okay, welcome back to my kitchen. So now I'm going to make a citrus margarita. Now this is definitely not for me. I'm a bit of a lightweight and I'm definitely not a tequila drinker. However, this is quite popular. My partner loves margaritas, so we're going to get going. So I've rimmed a beautiful little glass that's actually from my partner's family. It's a family heirloom, this one. Before I put the salt on, instead of using water, I actually went around the rim with either, well, I'm using grapefruit tonight, but you can do orange or lemon as well, just to give it a bit of a tang as well on the glass, so nice and easy. All right, let's get started. So I have also adjusted this one. It just steps you through, first of all, how to rim the glass with some salt. We've done that one. Okay, so it's saying to put 130 grams of tequila. Now that's way too much on a school night, so we're just going to do half of that one tonight. And Let's pop this in here. Beautiful. All right. And next, we're going to calling for Cointreau, or we've actually got some triple sec. So I'm just going to pop in, again, not 50 grams, probably about 15 grams just in there. Plenty. Again, so handy to have the scales built in. All right, so it's asking for 60 grams of lemon. So again, I'm just going to pop in some lemon that I've peeled earlier. And I couldn't get limes or oranges, so we're actually going to have a grapefruit margarita tonight. And I did get some beautiful pink grapefruit from the supermarket. So instead of the lime, I'm just going to pop in some grapefruit, and this also with the orange, pop in some more. Alrighty. And next, so now it's asking for some sugar syrup. So this is what I made earlier tonight. Super easy, and I actually made it while I was cooking dinner. It's just equal parts of sugar and water, and then you use the Varoma. So you pop it on that nice high heat with your simmering basket on top, and that's how I sterilized the jar whilst I did that. And it's super quick. So I've got my beautiful measuring spoon. So it says 1 to 2 tablespoons. So I'm not going to use quite that much because, of course, I've halved the recipe. There like that. And we're going to pop the lid back on, definitely with the measuring cup in. And that's going to go for 15 seconds on a speed of 6.
Whiz. I've just popped the sugar syrup recipe into the chat as well. So if anyone's keen to give that a go and you've got some cocktails. I know somebody that registered popped into the comments when they registered that they've got a cocktail party coming up this weekend. I'm not sure if you're here tonight, but hopefully it's giving you some great ideas and things to try.
Oh, perfect timing. Okay. That has mixed up beautifully. And you can see that all the fruit is actually all just a juice now. Or you can smell that tequila. Ooh. So now it's asking for some ice cubes. And like the other ladies, I'm using a thermo server. I don't have a small one, unfortunately, but this is so handy to keep things cold when you're making cocktails. It's in there. For luck. Okay. So now it's just telling me to pop the measuring cup in the lid. And we're just going to mix it for 1 minute on a speed of 10. So I'll mute myself while we do that.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jess. What I might do is just bring up my screen share here and just show you in Cookie Dough. So I'm just going to bring it up. There we go. That's all right. Is it Koreana? Apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. With your Wi-Fi, if you're having some issues, I have recorded it. So I without the recording link as well, so if you want to watch it back again. So this is Cookie Dough here, and I think most of you are owners with a Thermomix in your kitchen already, so it will look quite familiar to you. But if you've not made cocktails, or you want to kind of get some tips around how to find cocktails, it's as simple as coming into your main search bar here, and you could type in a particular cocktail that you love. My go-to is always an espresso martini. Absolutely love it. So you can type the name of a particular recipe and then find it, add it to your cook today, or you could put it into your week. So if you know you've got a cocktail party coming up, or you're going camping and you want to have all your recipes ready to go, you could pop them in and plan ahead for when you're wanting to make that particular recipe or your cocktail. So you could put that into maybe on Saturday night there. Is it Saturday there? No, it's Friday night. We'll go into Friday night, save that there. And then you can also add this into your shopping list as well. So you can click there, add it into your shopping list, and it's as simple as going up into your weekly view. You can change your icons here, and then it will show you what you've got planned. So there's my espresso martini that I've got for Friday, and then all my recipes are over here ready to see in full by category. So you can see there I've got all the ingredients for my cocktail night It will break it down into recipes as well. So if you want to just see what it is that you're needing, and then just tick off the ones you've got. You might already have the coffee at home. You may already have the, the ice. It's probably something you don't need to buy, and then it will show you what's left. So you can tick those off, and then you can put your additional items. So you might want to grab yourself a little orange for garnishing, or doing those rims, things like that. You could add in your other items at the same time. And then you can also use the explore button, and rather than looking for a particular cocktail, if you're absolute beginner and you don't know where to even start looking, if you come over, I'll just move my box here, come over here into the explore button. On your phone, it will be at the bottom of the screen, so just look for that little explore icon there. And rather than looking for a particular recipe, you can go into a collection. I can see Jess has just finished hers. I might just get her. Are you pouring that out, Jess? Do you want me to whiz back to you?
I can. You take your time. I've got time, Lee.
Okay, perfect. I'll carry on then. So over here, rather than looking for a recipe, go into the little drop down here and type into the collections, and then type in cocktails, and you'll see here loads of cocktails. So this will search worldwide. It's not a function that you can put a language into, but some of them are, quite obviously not in English. So if you're fortunate enough to be able to read and speak another language, then you could go crazy and look in all the collections there. But otherwise, you just kind of click into the collection that takes your fancy, and you can have a look through. So a really great way to find inspiration, see what people have rated. I know some are, got massive ratings on them. I know the Pina Colada's got, 300 ratings on there, I think. And you can see the star rating there. If you have made something and you think, oh, that's absolutely delicious, whether it be a cocktail or something else, just click into where your stars are, and then you can share your feedback with the Thermomix community as well. So you can say, I thought that was delicious, or not so much. So yeah, I really encourage you to pop that in after any recipe as well. And then you could create your own little collection. So you could add that into a collection that you've made. I actually do have my own little cocktail collection here, so I could add that into there. Go up into my recipes at the top of the screen. You can do this on your mobile phone as well. And then scroll into your created collection here. Find your cocktail collection. And then it can be saved in there for another day. So there's the Mai Tai that I've just added in. And then here's some of my most favorites as well. So I have lots in there all ready to go. So there's my most favorite, the espresso martini. The lychee sorbet cocktail, absolutely phenomenal at Christmas time. Quite often get the girls together and have that one. Don Pedro is from the South African collection. It's a real milk-based and chocolatey. It's delicious. Really like that. Mojitos. And this one here, lavender fizz. If you've got an abundance of lavender growing in your garden, really encourage you to look at getting the ingredients for that. It is a showstopper. One of our consultants, Emma, up in Taranaki, she made it. She went off to a lavender farm, got a whole lot of beautiful fresh lavender, and it's something that she does on rotation often, and yeah, highly recommend it. And also you can look in the recipe community. So if I just open up another tab here, go into the recipe community, you can find recipes here. So if it's new to you, you can use the little search bar at the top here as well. And you could search in here for recipes, and you can import them into your cookie dough. So recipes that people have created. Maybe, Toblerone cocktail. That sounds like a bit of me. So I just typed in cocktail, and you'll see there's 98 recipes that have come up there. So you could click onto the recipe here and have a view of that. 9 people have voted on that one, and it's got quite a high star rating. And it's as simple as checking out what the ingredients are in the process, and then just add it to your cookie dough here. That will import it over to your cookie dough. Give it a little confirmation. And then I'll whiz back into my cookie dough, and it'll be ready for me to create and make it step by step as well. And then you could put my own photo, you could change up your image, and then you can go into the editing if you need to break down some of those steps. Some recipes will come in as one full step, just break it down using the editing. So I hope that's really helpful for you, just to see how simple it is. And if you like being creative, have a crack in my recipes when you're in the folder here. If you've got a real favorite cocktail or even a recipe that you want to be making step by step, come into your created recipes and have a go at being creating. Oh, I need to move my little photos in the chat box. Down here, you've got the little green icon. Oh, I'm going to move my photos. The little green plus sign here, and create recipe. We might say Lee's, I don't know, I'm just going to make up or something. Lee's gin whiz bang bop. I don't know. That's the name of my new cocktail that I'm creating. Lee's gin whiz bang bop. Create the name of your recipe, and then it's really simple. So just following the steps with the ingredients. So you just come over here and add all the ingredients in. And then the next is to add in your preparation steps. So we do have a deep dive session coming up, and I'll pop that into the chat box so that you're able to just build a little bit of confidence with importing and, giving it a go, adapting existing cookie dough recipes, putting your own in there as well. So that's coming up, I think, on the 23rd of February at 7:30 p.m. So jump on and just learn how to get the most from your cookie dough that way as well. Would love to see you there. That ongoing learning with your Thermomix. So yeah, stay tuned for the whiz bang pop gin fizz, gin whiz. See what I can come up with and put it in the community for everybody tonight. Right, Jess, back over to you. How's your margarita going?
Beautiful. I'm just going to pour it out, and it looks just stunning. In fact, I'll try and get it up here so you can see how it looks. Beautiful color again. I'm just going to pour it down so I don't spill it. But that is my take on a citrus margarita, just with a bit of grapefruit. Isn't that beautiful? Stunning. Nice and icy as well for the drinker. Oh, Lee, are you there? Hello?
I'm on mute, aren't I? Chatting away. I haven't even had a cocktail tonight. I've got a cup of tea. Jeepers. You might think I've had it. I was just saying, your glasses were absolutely beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous? I love these.
So good.
And the only issue is that the alcohol, the drink goes right to the bottom. So they're not the easiest to clean, but that's all right.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
We'll survive.
Did you hear me say about the recipe class that we've got coming up? The cookie dough?
No.
Okay. So I was just saying that we've got a class coming up for a deep dive into cookie dough. I'll just put the details in. Oh, have I frozen?
No, you're good. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
I think I've frozen this side. Can't copy and paste anything into the chat box. I'll put it into the registration link. Everybody that has registered for tonight, the details of that class that's coming up. But it looks like I may have frozen.
You're back. No, you're back. I can see you.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, nothing's happening at my end, Jess. Everything's frozen. I can't move anything.
Oh, boo.
It's
You're
okay.
not frozen though. You're still talking and we can see you and hear you.
Okay.
Oh, now you're frozen. I might be frozen. Hello, can you hear me, guys? Okay, I might just whip over. I think Lee's frozen and muted, but thanks everyone so much for coming. Lee will send out a usually sends out a copy of the recipes on an email. And if you've got any other thoughts or ideas for classes, please reach out to either your consultant or flick us a message through the Facebook on Thermo or Kiwi Mixes or the New Zealand Thermomixes page. And do reach out to your consultant if you'd like to see some of these in person. Always fun. But thanks again, everyone, for coming, and I hope you have a great evening, and we will see you at the next class. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Please feel free to unmute yourself if you've got any questions at all.
Thanks, Jess.
Always technical issues, aren't there, Diane?
Isn't there? I'm the one that normally has them.
I know, it's brilliant. It's so nice to see you on.
Yeah, so I was wondering with our rough weather here, whether it would be, but yeah, we're good.
Oh,
Awesome.
you got weather, have you? Is it raining?
It's not raining. The winds have got very strong winds at the moment. So yeah, we've had a bit of rain, but it's more the wind is stronger than the rain at the moment. So
Yeah, I think we'll get the rain overnight. It's still quite calm here. But
yeah, no, I was just listening before, keep looking out, thinking the house is shaking, but never mind.
yeah, no, well, hopefully.
Good cocktails, lady. That was good to see all the different cocktails. So thank you.
Yeah.
Apparently, they have plenty has just gone into a bit of a state of emergency, so I'm not going to work tomorrow. So good
Oh,
thing I
wow.
got 2 cocktails because I'm not working tomorrow.
Whereabouts are you?
Tauranga, they have plenty. Yeah.
Oh,
So just got told that's what's been happening the last probably 10 minutes of our Zoom was the work chat going, yeah, so yeah, this weather's not looking any good. Okay, I'm just getting the all clear to close the centre tomorrow. Then, yep, centre's closed tomorrow. Okay.
Stay home.
Wow.
Now you
Hey,
can
guys.
sit back. You can sit back and enjoy 2 cocktails.
Sit back. I can have my 2 cocktails. So I got 2 children to deal with tomorrow.
Oh,
You might have to save them for tomorrow night.
Okay.
Hi, Lee. You're
Oh,
back.
you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. My computer absolutely shut itself and shut down.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jess,
man.
Jess ended it very well for you, Lee.
Yeah,
She
Jess
did
did a
very
great
well.
job.
Oh, I'm sure she would have done brilliantly. All I was going to do is put in the link for the upcoming cookie dough class on the 23rd, so I can do that in the email. Easy.
Perfect. And I did say you'd send an email, so I'm glad that you could.
Top job. No, that was
Thank
good.
you.
Nice and snappy, eh? That was only 45 minutes.
Yeah.
No, good. Did you want a photo before we go?
Yeah, let's go on. Do another one. Grab your
Oh, I
glasses.
thought you were going to do one at the end. That was all. Yeah.
Yeah, grab your glasses.
Oh, my other glass is empty.
That's all right. Hold it up anyway. Have you got yours, Diane, or is it gone?
I got 2. I want you to go and enjoy them.
Ready? Cheese.
Cheers.
I just check everyone's eyes are open. Or not. No, they're good.
Perfect. Thanks, ladies.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
well done.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, Lee.
Enjoy your cocktails.
bye.
Good night.
everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Joan, what did you put in the top of yours? Is that a
Just pineapple and mango.
Oh, lovely. I thought it was like what are those little is it
It's
like
a
a gooseberry or something? It's got like the paper shell. I thought it was something like that.
No, it's just a scoop of mango and a little bit of pineapple.
Oh, very good.
Stick. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, enjoy.
Okay. Thanks.
Toodles. Bye.
Bye.